Across the country, people are struggling with how to get their next meal. It's a problem that's been worsened by COVID-19. In our series, Hungry for Help, Focus investigative reporter Paula Vasan takes us inside Highlands Community Ministries, a local food pantry, showing us the geography of food insecurity in Kentucky and Indiana.
Those who enter Highlands Community Ministries are one step closer to a full stomach and a better night's sleep.
You want cheese? Cheese.
They're worried about their next meal. Lifted.
This place is God sent.
72-year-old Jimmy Gibson doesn't like thinking about where he and his wife Rosemary would be without this food pantry.
We'd probably be on the street by now. It's really saved us.
Especially because just last year, he suffered a stroke. It cost him his eyesight.
I have so much trouble adjusting to this.
He lost his income as a restaurant worker.
I couldn't do my job right anymore.
Gibson had to say goodbye to his favorite hobby, driving motorcycles and antique cars. But among his biggest challenges, affording groceries. Has it been harder to get food because of COVID?
Oh, yes.
The pandemic has only made it even more challenging for him to get around safely. From their home just about 10 blocks from here, Gibson and his wife come by once a week for fruit, bread, and other essentials.
I rely on this place for just about everything we need.
Among the items flying off the shelves fastest, meat. A big meat delivery comes at the beginning of every month. But listen to this, within about 2 weeks, there's not much left.
Staff tell us they're seeing about 4 times the number of people needing food compared to before COVID-19.
Because of the loss of jobs in the area, places shutting down, the kids are home from school all day and families just need us more than ever right now.
University of Illinois professor Craig Gunderson has been studying the problem. Around the country, he projects the number of people who are food insecure in 2020 could increase to 50 million, up from 35 million last year. It means more people are suffering from a lack of consistent access to enough food.
COVID pushed them over the edge.
You're saying that COVID did not create the problem of food insecurity, but it exacerbated it.
Right.
We analyzed counties in both Kentucky and Indiana where food insecurity is most rampant. The top 30, all in Kentucky. The vast majority in the rural Appalachian eastern part of the state, a region historically vulnerable to poverty. In some of the most impacted areas like Magoffin and Harlan counties, about 1 in 2 children are food insecure. Gunderson says areas faring the worst during COVID had trouble before the pandemic too.
These are areas that have been traditionally poor for literally generations, and they're really there's not many jobs available in those areas.
Without a job himself and trouble keeping his fridge stocked, Gibson relies partly on the roughly $65 he gets each month in food stamps.
It lasts about a week to 2 weeks. With the prices now, it doesn't quite take care of you.
He comes here to get through the rest of the month.
I feel every neighborhood should have a place like this. I mean, people really need this.
A place that doesn't just provide nourishment, he says, but a sense of security, knowing he and his wife aren't alone. For Focus, I'm Paula Vasan.
Whether you need food or want to volunteer, you can find resources on our website, WHAS11.com. If food insecurity is something you're dealing with, our Focus investigative team wants to hear from you. Send an email to focus@WHAS11.com.